Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Front Row Ruckus podcast, episode 12.
That's
Pretty
21
good.
backwards.
That is 21 backwards. It's old enough to drink if it was aged backward. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, my name is Tim, and as always, we've got a good pal, buddy, Leon. Leon, you limp dick son of a bitch. How's it going?
Man, I'm dying.
Dying.
I'm dying. No, I'm doing better. Um,
Yeah, our boy
COVID has
here.
struck.
Yeah, had the Rona.
COVID has struck this household. And by this household, I mean me, because I'm the only one who lives in this house. So this house has 100% COVID infection rate.
Right? And it's like it's different for everybody, right? So like you were just like what, real tired, sweaty, typical fat guy stuff, but like to the extreme.
Pretty much. Yeah, it felt like a fat guy, like a regular fat guy summer night, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and then all of a sudden became a fat guy summer weekend.
Summer weekend.
And then a fat guy summer extended weekend.
On the couch.
So on the couch, yeah. So that's where we're at now. I'm better,
Which is
much
good.
better. Yeah. Basically, it's just now getting it out of my system. So I've been drinking lots of water, taking up loads of pills. No, not really, but vitamins, emergency packets.
Yeah, just whatever you
You know
can.
how it is.
Emergency. Yeah. Like I said, I think
Emergency.
and it looks like David's with us. Hey, David.
Hi, David.
I think that he had, didn't you have, he's gonna answer in the chat. Um, he had COVID. Like I said, I think did you have it like twice or something like that? I can't remember. No, you had
Gotta
it
be rough.
once. Yeah. But like I said, it's different for everybody. So like everybody has different
Mhm.
things. But like all in all, it's just weird that it's just different for everybody. So you can't ever say like, oh, well, it was easy, it was a breeze, because you've had people who have, you know,
Yeah,
not been a breeze for.
it's been a very bad breeze.
Oh yeah. Um, dude, I did my salmon salmon on black today.
I love
This
it.
is nice, dude. Getting some color in my my wardrobe, not the same just black and uh heavy metal and or horror movie t-shirts. It's something a little different.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though. That's your aesthetic. Stick with what you like.
Well, no, I mean I like to look good every now. I mean, I can look good in that stuff, but like high fashion, hashtag high fashion,
Maybe you
something a
look good
little
at
different.
anything. Oh, Booth. I'm here every week. You gotta support the boys.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. One of
Feel
these
the love.
days you'll actually have to be off work and you can join us because we have a guest spot that's always open. See, it's always just covered up by the cat. um,
It's
so,
yeah.
but other than that, man, how's things been going, dude? Like,
Man. So I mean that's kind of been like the main thing of my life
pretty much
this
it,
past
right?
week.
Yeah.
Um, because I didn't do anything over the weekend. Saturday I slept. I went to bed Friday night and I woke up Saturday evening
Mm,
ish.
mm,
Like I
big sleep.
Yeah, like I was like waking up intermittently, like to go to the bathroom or whatever. But other than that, like no fun zone in this house. Um, yeah, just no fun. Um, Other than that, my last week of work, Work is done.
No more
Start my new
working,
job
huh?
next week. Start my next
Nice.
job my new job next week. Start school in a month from now.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. So in
Yep, middle of August.
August, in August. Okay. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice, dude. That's gonna be awesome. That's always good to have that happen.
It's very exciting. So, what
Um,
about you, Tim? What do you got going on?
man, I went to bed so pissed off last night, and
Oh, yeah.
you were here for it.
I
Um,
had to clock out.
yeah, you had
I
to
was
end it.
emotionally and physically I was playing Vampire Survivors, and I was falling asleep halfway through
That's such a good game,
each
though.
run.
Um, so then in order to get more content and things like that, I was like, okay, well, um, I got the PlayStation 4 and everything like that. So was like, well, there's some cool games on there also because with the spooky games that we play, it's only going to be so long before I get that one good spook and I die on microphone because of a heart attack. It's just one good spook away. I don't live as healthy as I like. I like to live deliciously. And it's just
That
one
is a
good
good
spook away.
that's a good way to that's a good life outlook.
And so Derek is usually my spooky guy. And so he's like, well, there's some cool games coming out that, it'd be cool to play with you guys and we can get all together and do it. Kind of like when we played Phasmophobia and I believe it was Devour, I think was one of the games that we played. Um
Mm.
when we had like the little girl mid turn us into dolls and stuff like that. We have it.
Oh, yeah.
It's on one of the playlists. And so he was like, well, yeah, but how are we gonna do that? So got the EVGA XR1 Lite, which is a capture card, and I was like,
Bless you.
"This is gonna be it, Leon. This is gonna be it. We're gonna hook it up. It's gonna roll. It can be used as a webcam in Discord. I can do this. I can do that." Every single time, it would freaking freeze up on me, and and I was just so maddening. So I was like, you know what? I should have just gotten an Elgato. So I was able to get a hold of an Elgato same day. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Plug in. It looks promising, looked promising. I go to do one little thing with you, freezes all over again. And I am pissed, dude. Pissed. So when you had left, I was looking and looking and looking. And like I sent a message to you, I was like, I scared myself. Um,
Yeah, yeah, tell me
I
about that.
had to update the BIOS of the computer, which anybody who's anybody would know that it's an easy thing, right? You put it on a flash drive, you boot up into BIOS mode, you update your BIOS. But the thing about it is that if your computer loses power or something like that goes, you've basically screwed your whole thing. It's a brick now. If it messes
Yes.
up while that process is happening. So I do the process and I'm like, okay, cool. Let's start let's get the computer restarted. It just restarts to the BIOS menu. And I was like, okay, shouldn't do that. So let me save exit. Boots right up to the BIOS. And I was like, oh dear God, please don't tell me I just screwed this
Oh,
thing up and it's not gonna boot
no.
the Windows anymore. Please tell me. And I started looking around, and it was there's another setting that I could have chose to do like I'm gonna say it wrong, like a legacy boot option or something like that. Enabled it to where it wasn't just one type of boot option, it was both of the options at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Turn that on, like, okay, restarted the computer, booted to Windows, and I was like, "Oh, thank God." Okay. I was like, "Please, for the love of God, tell me I did not brick my computer the night before we do a show." I was so scared of that.
That would've been bad.
Yes, it was very bad. So I got it, and then I ran some tests last night, and it looks like it's gonna work. So
Ooh.
that's the good news. So that means I can go to Derek and tell him, "Hey, Duncan, we can do this, but you have to get an Elgato, the HDS Plus to do it because that's the only way I know how to make it work. Because I gave up on the EVGA. Now there's a chance that if he wants to go the EVGA route, he can put more time into it. but we put the time in together, and it just pissed me off. Um,
Was, yeah, not fun.
yes, not fun at all. Okay. And then today on my way home, I go to get gas. Okay. And I don't know, I took it as an insult. I don't know why I did, but this little fucker was looking at me with that stupid ass face, this bird looking at me. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know why I took it as an insult, but like as if it knew to like
The
laugh at me for all the trouble that I was going through with this freaking
the go
setup.
government drone
Yeah. Like, you son of a bitch, shut up. But yeah,
wanna
it's
stomp
been
a
a
mud hole in your ass.
yeah, it's been a hoot and a holler uh today.
Hey.
So well last night into today. So I just need everything else just to go great. I know for a fact probably when we get done here, I'm gonna be like, let me show you what I got rigged up. And it's just not gonna work. That's my that's my life right there. That's just what
We'll give it
happens.
one
So
shot tonight. I don't want
yeah.
you don't go to bed upset, Tim.
I mean, yeah, I'll just if I get real angry, I'll just go out in the street, find the nearest kid, punch him in the face. I think that'll work out. That'll be good for me.
There you go.
Oh man,
Don't do that. Yeah,
don't do it. Child abuse is my
don't do it.
anti-drug, bro.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it's
Fuck them
it's
kids.
fuck. What? Oh, that game was, Pacify.
Pacify. Okay, thank you. Devour is a
Pacify.
different one that I wanted us to play. It's got like a Japanese spider woman, a Wild West shooter demon, like that's Devour. It has a little bit other things. Same concept, pretty much. You know, go around, find the stuff, do the thing, and get rid of the evil, and that's about it.
Mhm.
So, but we'll see. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get this thing going, and then we'll have some cool gameplay stuff. I want to play. I don't know if you've ever played Until Dawn. It was on PlayStation 4. It's
No, I think I have it, maybe.
yeah, it's a narrative driven game where your actions have consequences and all that kind of stuff like that. And um, the story all changes depends on who lives, who dies, what you say to people, all that kind of stuff. So it's a really great game, and I was like, it'd be cool to play with Leon. So I got that. It's only on PS4. It's not on PC or anything like that, which really sucks because there are other
Getting me on
games that
these
they came out with are on PC. But
getting me on these damn spooky games now, Tim.
yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
don't play
you got me on Death Stranding. I've been playing that,
I don't
and
play spooky games.
I know I don't either, but we're doing it for people, I guess, for the two people that watch our video.
Nah, they're
I
fun,
love
they're
them.
fun. Like Silent Hill, I'm enjoying it now.
Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah. You just got to
Uh,
remember that, like, it's all fake, not real, except for the fact that so we did another recording session where we were doing Cooking Companion, and I had gotten it
love the game.
loaded up. Yeah, I got it
Love
loaded up, and I was waiting for you. Um, and I was sitting there looking at the recipes at the game, and I got up and I went to the restroom, and my bathroom is right here behind me, and I left the door open, and I came and I sat back down, and the music had turned off, and instead it was replaced with like whisperings and like just
Oh my
eerie, creepy
god.
sounds, and I was like, whatever, it's just the game, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the stuff, and then I was like, yeah, but your bathroom door's open. And I'm like, "Yeah, but it just came from there." And they're like, "Yeah, you don't know what could be in there."
Cabbage is in there.
I literally got up.
"Hello."
I got
Do
up
you
to
imagine
close my
going in there
bathroom
to go
door.
imagine going to the restroom to go pee and you just hear, "Hello."
I would love that.
I would hate that so much.
I just didn't like the spookiness that came with it, even though I was just in there and there's nothing in there. My brain was still like, "You don't know."
You f you flush the toilet, you wash your hands, and you get the
Mhm.
loud chair noise.
So,
No,
yeah, so
thank
it's
you.
Yeah, so my life's just been hell.
Cooking Companion, that's a good one. So, it looks like we finished the main story possibly, but we
Yeah.
got another video, I think, to make on it for sure
Yeah, there was an extra
that
spot
we
that I
can
didn't
do.
even know about, so we got some
Yeah.
more of that coming. It's gonna be great. Oh,
Hi,
man.
kitty. You wanna say hi? No? I'll let you come to me.
There you go. Yeah, other than that, man, that's just how it's been going, bro. It's just been that. Like I
Great.
said, I've been playing Death Stranding. That game's weird. It's
It
really weird.
is.
It really is a walking simulator. Like it really is. Um,
I have the, novelization of it too.
there was a novelization of it.
Yes.
That
Uh, Paperback,
actually
I believe.
that sounds more interesting to me than actually playing the game.
Amazon?
Okay.
Let me see how much it is. I think I got it like 10, $12 or something.
Yeah, that sounds more interesting to me than actually playing the game, just for the simple fact that I feel like they can spend more time in describing things in the novelization than
Right.
just going and you seeing it on the screen. You can get more. I mean, you can get more out of reading it than just seeing it. So
Mhm. Paperback, 9.79 on
awesome,
Prime,
awesome.
and book 2 is 8.50.
Okay, so they split it up. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
cool.
I busted. I actually read it like a year ago at this very point. I started it because I went to Cancun last year right around this time. Um, and I read the whole thing like on my trip.
Nice. So not
Like,
very big. It's not a very big book.
well, I mean, it's here, let me get it real quick. Let me get it. It's right behind me.
All right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. While we watch, I'll leave the camera on you just to see it. Okay.
Okay.
It looks kind of like a young adult novel
Yeah, it's
size.
so it's based on the production of the game, and it's translated, but it's like Kojima endorsed it kind of thing.
Okay. So it actually
Yeah,
passed through him, so he was like, "Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
all my weird ranting and ravings are good to go in this."
yeah. Titan books. But so there's like 300 something pages, almost 350 pages, but like it's not like super fine print,
Oh, okay.
you know.
Okay.
So if you really get into it, you
Yeah.
can knock it out like super quick. So very cool.
So like
Suggested.
for like me, I'm going to grab a book of
It's like,
mine that I love to read real quick. So go ahead.
yeah, like I also did like the Metal Gear Solid novelization. Those are really fun. Um, Solid novel. I can't find it anymore. Um, it has been lost to the sands of time. Um, but that was a really good read too.
So one of mine is like this. Well, it's basically the Wizard's First Rule series by Terry Goodkind,
Mm, mhm.
and those are some beefy boys.
Beefy
Those
Boys,
are
yeah.
let's see, this is about oh, this one's 623 pages, and it's relatively small font.
They're pretty chunky.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
pretty
especially
chunky.
the paperback ones are really small font.
So, but that also could be said because of the fact that it's such it's a smaller print. It's not really big. It's not a full
Mhm.
size. It's more like a medium sized little book. All right.
Little stout baby.
Yeah, a little stout, but like I have another one of his, which is Temple of the Winds in hardback, and it's a
Mm.
little bit bigger. And this one was 528 pages, but you can still see that like font's still pretty small.
Yeah.
for 520 something pages. So you're getting a lot out of it for that. Yeah, we're a fucking book podcast now. Fuck entertainment. We're just fucking we're a fucking book podcast, bro. A book club in it.
Next week we're gonna talk about
Flowers for
um
Algernon.
for the okay, so Booth sent me a link to the yeah, he sent me this link to this novelization from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
That
nice.
was the exact one that I had. So
All right.
I
Send it
do know
over.
what you're
Share with
talking
the
about,
class
Booth.
there.
Yeah, I'm trying to general. It'll do an Amazon link.
Yeah, David's
Can
been
you open
around
the links?
for the years for like him and I know we'd read a lot of the same books anyway.
I like David. He's a good guy.
He's an asshole. No. No, yeah, no, he's yeah, so okay. All right.
I
Wow.
remember reading that one
Paperback
in
is
Mexico.
paperback's almost $85 on mass market or 25 on this one. I wonder what the difference.
I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter. Doesn't matter. All I know is that yeah. So,
It
oh,
was
now
good.
it's
It
changed
was
to
good.
$15. All right. All right. That's
Which I'm
what's
sure
up.
if you go to like thrift books, I'm sure you can get it cheaper.
Oh yeah. There's not a whole lot. I mean, we've got one bookstore next to us. It's Books a Million over here, and
Mm.
they're pretty cool. They got some good stuff. It's where I got was able to get up my paperback copy of Coraline. Um,
Oh,
so one of my
Metal
favorite
Gear
movies. And
Solid, 23.99 paperback,
all
good
right,
condition.
it's still good to get. So,
Yeah, definitely, definitely worth it.
I like
If
the
you like to read,
novelizations of those sort of things because I have some of the novelizations, not of the game, but like of Resident Evil. Like I have Nemesis, Caliban Cove. Um, I think second book. I forget the second one. I have a couple of those, and those are some pretty good novelizations. Man. They're pretty good.
I don't care who you are. That's all
Oh yeah,
right.
I've got some Spider-Man books too. Um,
Hmm.
they were like, holy crap. Now I gotta look it up.
Spider-Man books, no way.
Yeah, dude. Man, there was a
Well,
Daredevil one that was super
while
sweet.
while you while you look up Spider-Man,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Spider-Man is actually coming back onto Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Yes, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. August 1st.
nice.
I am pumped. I don't have them, so I am pumped.
They
I've been really
are great
they're
movies.
great. They're great. I wanna watch them, and then I wanna watch, like I wanna do, like, a Sam Raimi kind of day thing. Watch a bunch of his stuff, dissect him a little bit more. Because, like, I love this stuff on, like, Doctor Strange too, like, the Spider-Man movies, you know? He's great. Um,
I just realized this is gonna be very hard for me to find because I go
so
paperbacks. They're just gonna
Spider-Man
bring
book
out they're gonna bring out nothing but the comics and not the actual novels. Maybe if I put
yeah, maybe novels.
novel.
Yeah.
So I loved the Sam Raimi version of the movie. Really did. I think I told a story on here how like I went for like my birthday or I forgot when like for the first one we went to see it and I had that old school silk Spider-Man button-up t-shirt that I think I found
Ooh,
on here. But did I tell you about this story?
beautiful. No,
Like
please do.
like so I was all like, "Oh, Spider-Man." And I had that shirt on and we went to go and see it. My parents took me to go see it and then like someone burnt popcorn. So we had to leave the theater and
Oh
that was
my
sucky. But
god.
then we were able to go back in and finish the movie. Uh
Damn it,
and it was
Popcorn
just
Steve.
yes. Ah, here we go. Found one of them. But yeah, dude, it was a horrible time, uh, because of but it was good, man. It was good. I just remember wearing that shirt.
Spider-Man silk shirt.
Spider-Man: The Venom Factor novel. So I have this. First in a three-part
Oh,
series where he goes against Venom and then Hobgoblin, stuff like that. Then there's a second one, which is the Lizard Sanction, which I have this one also. Yeah. It was pretty good. Really, 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 really good. Those are really cool too. And so the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans, like I'm glad that he got a resurgence of people being all like woo woo and Andrew Garfield for Spider-Man. His movies
ooh.
really weren't really that cool. The Amazing Spider-Man stuff, they really weren't that.
Can we do like a hot take on it?
Yeah, yeah. We
So
didn't,
I don't
but
remember where I'm going with this, but I feel like it got higher reviews because of all of the rumors and all that stuff. I'm talking about the newest Spider-Man movie.
also that's the silk shirt that I had,
No
by the
way,
way.
no way home. Oh, nice.
That's the silk
Oh,
shirt that
dude. Oh
I
my god.
had. I
That
thought I was
that's
like,
that is
"Hot shit."
straight Tim. That is you, buddy. Um, I think it got favorable. Like, I mean, it was a great movie. I loved it. That's not, you know,
The new one?
yeah,
The No Way Home?
yeah. But do you think it got a little bit more hype and all that, and higher ratings because all these rumors came out to be true? People were just making shit up.
Yes, but at the same time, no, because of the simple fact that the way that the script worked, because of the already exploring multiverse things and time travel, which we were already doing in some of these Avengers movies and things like that. It just was it made sense to tell a story because it's what's the story really about if you really, really think. Hmm. It
You just
was
gotta send the villains back home.
yeah, but like what was the overall thing of it was Peter having to, I guess, prove to everybody that he wasn't a killer, right? If you took out the erasure and the universe opening up and everybody coming through, right? It was basically going to be just him trying to clear his name about it
Yeah, he just
and to
wanted.
fix the problems that it caused for his friends, right? That's just basically what the
Yeah,
whole movie was about. Um, if you think about it, that's not really a good basis for a movie.
it's kind of a shitty basis.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, we had the Sam Raimi 2. Oh, you said you don't have 'em. You've seen them, right? The Sam
Spider-Man
Raimi
movies?
ones? Yeah, the Sam
Yeah,
Raimi
yeah, yeah,
ones.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we had a whole one where he literally just lost his mojo. He didn't know how to get it back. So I mean, we've done shitty Spider-Man premises before. Um, but I do think that with because they could have had the worlds open up and those villains come in and not bring in the Spider-Man. But yeah, I think it really did help. Yeah, it really did help to have all three of them there to meet all that stuff. Sometimes the fans demand stuff and they get it right. And sometimes they get it wrong. Like having, I love John Krasinski. I love him to death. Jim from The Office.
Mm.
But a lot of people were like him being um, Reed Richards was just stupid. He didn't do a good job as Reed Richards. A lot of people are saying that, and it actually came out that he was put in that position because of the fans, like because they wanted it. The higher ups, the Marvel higher ups, people were just like, "Yeah, put him in that role," and that's how he was able really to kind of get that because they're
Mhm.
already casting for the new Fantastic Four movie, and he's not going to be somebody
Which
else. So
makes sense.
yeah, but
It's
it is what it
yeah.
is. Also, I have to apologize to you now that we're talking about Marvel and Marvel movies.
Oh,
So I usually proof listen to the shows again before I put them up audio versions, right? And then I'll listen to the audio version again. Uh, we were talking about Loki not being in Thor: Love and Thunder,
ah,
and we were talking about like, uh, is he? I was like, well, he's
why do you,
not dead, and you were like, yeah, but
why do we
he
got to bring
died.
this up again? I don't.
He died.
Oh my
I
god,
have to apologize to you. He is dead.
you don't.
He is dead. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, why did the TVA even want to do anything with Loki? And it's like because whenever he grabbed that stone or whatever and displaced himself in time, they're going after him because he's the divergent. That's the divergent Loki form. So the other one was still there and it still carried out and he still died. And we're following a divergent Loki. That's why they wanted to get him and put him away. So that's my bad.
Oh,
So yeah, you're
you're
right.
good. You're
He was
good. You're
dead.
good.
He was dead. So yeah,
I
so
just
that Loki still died. It's just, it yeah, that's why the TVA wants and everything. So that's my bad. Like I said, I'm sorry. I was all like I was
he's dead,
I
but
was
not really.
almost
But also
ready to
yes,
drive to Kansas to punch you in the throat.
I will drive down
I was ready to
to
fight you on the
Texas.
moon.
I I was gonna take you to Uppercuts, Wisconsin.
I forgot Wisconsin. I tell you what though, but let's talk about the worst Marvel movie ever made and the fact that The Eternals is looking like they're about to get a sequel.
God, I hate this movie.
This was a horrible, horrible movie. This was not a good flick
Look,
at all, man.
I can find pretty much anything enjoyable. Okay,
We actually do. I like I said,
I
I listened to
really
our
do.
episodes, and there's barely a time when we're just all like, "I hate that film," or "I hate that game."
You
We're
can give me
usually
a
like, "Woo."
steaming pile of shit,
Mhm.
and I can find a redeeming quality of it.
Right.
Which I guess I could with Eternals as well.
What?
Um, Gilgamesh. It was like the only good part.
Yeah, they killed him. So next.
Well, that,
What's another
I
good thing
mean,
that they brought to it?
it was a part.
The only cool thing that the Eternals brought
It was the
was
big
at
burly
the
bear chef,
no, no, no.
which is what everybody needs in their life.
It was the after credit scene when we hear what's his name, Marcella Mala,
Oh,
whatever. You just
yes.
hear him, and we know, oh, that's Blade. That's the guy who's playing Blade. That's the only cool thing that it brought in is that we got to hear Blade's voice. That's it. Other than that, I did not like. I did not enjoy it.
Nope. They turned Angelina Jolie into like a hospital patient.
Just
Uh-oh. Am I still
mentally.
here?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay. I accidentally turned off my monitor. Um,
No, you're good, homie.
this okay.
They
For
even
me,
said the
I
best part
stumbled.
of Eternals is that it ended.
Yes.
That's true.
That Druid guy, I didn't like him. I didn't like any of them.
No, there was none of them to like.
Except for Gilgamesh, and then they killed him.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but here's my thing. That would have made it better. Is they should have made it into a TV series
Yes.
instead of a long ass movie.
Yeah. I like,
Booth, I love you, but I will drive down to Texas, pick up Tim, and we will come down there and uppercut you.
I loved the Thor. Um,
Nah, it's okay, Tim or Dave.
the yeah, so yeah, the
It
Eternals
should have been
just
it should have been a TV series because with all the time jumping back and forth, like you played part of the movie and then you went back and you played an event. It's like why not have all those prior events an episode of a show. That way you learn about the characters,
yeah.
and then you come out with a 2-hour long movie that's just point A to point B and not having to jump back.
Yeah, see, so
You would
they
have learned
have
who the
the
characters
issues.
were,
Yeah.
you know?
This has always been an issue with a lot of these movies that they have to cram so much into it to tell their story that a lot of it can get lost or you just don't feel like it does anybody any justice. Or when they do die or something does happen to them, it means more
Yeah.
than that.
Like Selma Hayek's character, she died.
Who cares?
Okay.
Yeah, it was why should I care? Really, you know?
Yeah.
But then she didn't really stay dead, right? Didn't she like was like vision like she was like a force ghost kind of like thing happening?
I don't know.
I can't remember. It was so horrible. I watched it once and enough for me.
Yeah.
But it's so like kind of how DC did Zack Snyder's cut, right? How they chopped it up into different chapters, right? So you had basically your own standalone chapters, not with each character, but it was more flushed out story in each individual part. Did you watch the Zack Snyder cut
Um, when it first came out, I believe.
on HBO? Where yeah, it was like in
Yeah.
each different cut. So yeah, I mean, give us time to like the characters, to get along with the characters, to do stuff. That's why it meant so much when um everybody got called away with the snap because we didn't know what was going to happen to them because we spent time with all those characters. That's why it meant so much whenever Iron Man, Tony Stark died because we spent the time with the characters. It meant something when that happened. When you put six, well, how many Eternals were there? Six of them in a thing and a 2 hour movie, and you expect us to give a shit when they die, or one of them's like,
Oh, the
"Oh, I'm gonna
3
be evil," or "I'm gonna do this." Like, why care? So yeah. Anyway, it's supposed to get a sequel. God knows why. The search for more fucking money is what I can. But
I think
but
that was like a 3-hour-long movie.
Eternals,
No,
uh,
156 minutes.
yeah,
Felt like a 3-hour-long
yeah.
movie. Jeez.
No, you
But you
wouldn't.
see, that's how it was with Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man was about the same length, but it felt so much quicker.
Mhm. I just watched it not too long ago. That like
Yeah,
that tells that if I want to
'cause we
watch another movie again and not it already shows you what's better. Sorry,
yeah,
it already does. That's why I've rewatched Thor Ragnarok and not Thor 1 and 2 over again because 1 and 2 were not good. Or they were good, but
they weren't good,
they
Tim.
weren't that good.
They were okay, they had the potential to be good.
Right.
Come here, little boy.
So, it is what it is. But what's really cool is what I found here, is that the Monsterverse gets Kurt and Wyatt Russell to join Apple TV Plus Godzilla series. So there's actually a Godzilla series coming out. This is the
Oh.
first that I even saw about it. But apparently they're getting both Kurt Russell and his son to play in it. And this is going to be following a family and what they do and finding out about the secrets of Monarch. So it's actually taking place from the time span of the Godzilla movies that we're getting now and things like that.
Oh, cool.
So this was actually started up and I think they started photography or they started production in January. I believe that's what they said. Uh yeah, production kicked off the week of January the 30th. So it's kind of weird that
Nice.
I haven't seen anything else from it. Um, but that's the newest news that even came out about it. And, you know, I didn't even know it was happening. So that's
Yeah,
pretty
me
freaking
neither.
sweet. More Godzilla is always the best way to go.
Always want more Godzilla.
Oh, yeah, dude. Always. Had to get off that hate train for a second because,
Yeah,
because it is what it is.
the cat was feeling it too.
Close up on the boy.
We'll see hello.
I think this is the first time that your cat's even decided to like come near you. He must really want your loving when we've been doing this.
Yeah,
Usually they're in the background and they just sit on the couch or whatever.
yeah.
So,
Well, that's what she's doing. Look.
oh yeah, see, they just kind of hang out and watch you. They're like, "Father, what are you
Like,
doing over there, father?"
"Father, feed me, father." Just got done eating.
I do the same thing. Oh, what's the difference?
Yeah. Thing is, you have a job, they don't.
That's true. That's that's very much so true.
Oh, man. Yeah, so Eternals 2 maybe is on track. Maybe they can do it better.
No, I doubt it. I don't know
I mean,
where they could have
you can
gone.
only
I don't know where they could have gone with the whole thing, honestly, if for a second movie. There's no telling what they can do because of how everything ended and everything like that. Now it's just like, well, now we're gonna be with the people. Okay.
yeah.
I mean, so also you can't I mean, still, what were the Avengers doing when all that stuff started happening where the big giant things started coming out of the sea? What were they
Or were
doing?
the or were the Avengers when Gondor fell.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if you saw this. Let's go back here to having to do with the video games that we're playing on Tuesdays. Like Leon saying, he plays and suffers through Silent Hill. Uh, and we talked, I think, about a week or two ago, a couple episodes ago, about there being a new project, new Silent Hill project.
We've kinda talked it seems like every couple of weeks we're talking about it.
Seems about like not every, yeah, just every couple weeks something
Uh,
pops up.
yeah. This is
And
probably the 3rd or so time that we've
mm,
heard about rumors, but, we got another one right now, um,
this is
at the
coming
Tokyo
from
Game Show.
yeah, coming off of Leaks by Daylight, which they usually do Dead by Daylight, leaks, stuff like that, but they do a lot of different ones as well. Yeah, looking at the Tokyo Game Show.
Tokyo Game Show. Happens of September, middle of September. Um, he says, the artist behind the creation of Pyramid Head, which we got Pyramid Head. Did he just come out in this past episode? No. Yes, yesterday's episode.
Yeah.
Pyramid Head.
No, he
Um,
came out before that when you were hide you walked into the apartment and he was up there humping
oh yeah,
Diane.
yeah, yeah.
He went and hid in
He
the
was
closet.
behind the bars.
Yeah.
So Sony's involved in this project. This is all speculation. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it's all true. Um, that's pretty much all we got.
Yeah,
Really,
so
there's not a
the
lot.
this guy Dust Golem, and it's saying right there, like this hypothesis is based on the fact that all the companies involved in the project are going to be present there at Tokyo Game Show. So it's like it how is it going to be a coincidence that if they're going to announce something, like of course everybody who's going to be in the process will be there. Like it
Hmm.
just kind of makes sense to if they're going to show something, that'll be the time and everything like that. So hopefully it's right. I don't know too much more about his hypothesis if Dusk Golem has done some things. Usually when I look at some of these, they usually come from people who have said things in the past, and things that they've said in the past pretty much happen. Like they've they've been like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen, and boom. Like if people were just like, oh yeah, the next new thing is they're remaking Resident Evil 4, and then all of a sudden we were like, yeah, look, they're remaking Resident Evil 4. Those kind of people, like when they get that going, they get that. Um, so I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, that'll be cool. That'll be lucky. I'll be wondering to see what it'll look like. I wanna know if it's
That'd be
gonna
great.
be a continuation of the stories, or are we gonna go back? And are they gonna do the remake? Are they gonna get the Resident Evil treatment and remake everything? So,
That would be
uh,
kind of cool. That
that
would be
would be
pretty cool.
cool. I would probably be down to playing, dude. I can't do
I
tank controls,
probably would
bro.
not.
Yeah. I can't do tank controls, brother. I just can't do it.
Well, I'd
So
rather do tank controls than anything.
oh,
Because if they
yeah?
remake it, it's gonna be like super scary right now, and I'm not trying to mess with that.
So with the remake of 4 coming, okay, and that's gonna be in the future, sometime in the future, like maybe next year, right? I was thinking to myself, like, you know what'd be fun? It'd be fun to do the Resident Evil 2 remake because Leon's in it, and then goes from Leon to the new one in 4, right? And then I started thinking, I was like, yeah, but that wouldn't be just as fun. And so I was like, so what if we do it and we just mess the game up with mods and just have fun with it? So I've been working on getting mods built up for Resident Evil 2 to play through with you. And one of them is changing Leon completely from Leon into somebody else.
Oh, Lord.
and
Yes.
and so far I've got it working. I'm working on trying to get because Mr. X is in it. He's like the big hulking character that
Yeah.
surprises you and follows you around. Um, I'm trying to get the mod to work to make him into Jason, so that way it's just Jason Voorhees chasing him around. And Leon, I have him changed to be RoboCop. So I'll just be trying to shoot all the zombies in the dick. It's like this is gonna
Yes.
be great, dude. Uh, so I've got more stuff to look into to get it fixed up to where I want. I don't know if I want to try to keep it real or do I want to try to go the super completely goofy route and have like all the zombies looking like Lego characters or things like that. But keeping it real, keep the zombies the same and the monsters the same, but replacing
I
some
think
of
that
them with different things.
I
Like
think keeping them the same would probably be
just
better, be
just
the best.
slight changes to be like, that's just not right. So I'll probably want to do that with you at some point if I can get it working. Uh,
Absolutely. That'd be fun.
I think
Fun,
that'll be
fun.
pretty fun. Um, Speaking of Silent Hill, though, um, did you know about this game of Kojima's? Um, he was doing a rumor of a game called Overdose.
No. What is this?
So they're speculating. They're saying, is it going to be a horror called Over? Um,
Hmm.
and it's just one of those games that's coming out that there's not a whole lot knowing of what's going on. But it's working with Xbox and
Ah, okay. So it's his
things like
Xbox
that.
thing.
Yeah, so
Well, I know right after he made Death Stranding, I think he said that his next game that he wants to make was a horror game.
right. So they're thinking that it's probably going to be this one, which is, I guess that's a character from Death Stranding. I don't know why they're showing that there. Um, I haven't
I
gotten
just
to her, haven't gotten there to her yet.
just pretty cool.
See, saying like according to this person here, what their leak is that they got footage of the game. They saw a character walking down a dark corridor, and also the victim of a jump scare, which suggests that overdose may be a horror, which is something that he was wanting.
Mhm.
What's funny about that is that not too long ago, we've got this here that's saying that Death Stranding 2 is probably going to come out before Overdose does.
Oh my god.
So, like I was saying, I started playing Overdose or not Overdose. I started playing Death Stranding. Um, I don't know if I'm going to continue playing it. I might, but probably at a very slow pace. Just kind of because it is a slow burn game. Like it's I mean slow because you move
So,
slow.
yeah,
Um,
um, the chapters are a little weird because I said there's like what, 14 chapters or something?
yeah, I think you said something like that. Yeah,
But like the first 6 chapters are really, really slow.
and it just starts
Like there's a
picking up
lot
from
of
there.
time in between them, and there's not so much exposition. But once you hit like 7 or 8 or something like that, then it's like boom, it hits you like, "Oh, you wanna watch a movie real quick? Alright, here we go."
Yeah, I'm scared
It's
about
like,
that.
"Oh, you wanna watch, another movie director's cut? Here you go. Boom."
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
afraid of that, but I mean,
it hits you with a lot.
it's got me though. Like I'm very intrigued of this world and how everything operates. That's why I was saying like the book's probably going to be better up my alley. Because
Mhm.
I like this. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why is it that when people
What the
die,
fuck is
they
up?
they have to get burned or else they explode like a nuclear bomb? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here?
It's I wish I
Um,
could explain, but
but they were talking about some stuff, in May of 2022, Norman Reedus, who plays the main character in Death Stranding, um,
Mm.
he revealed that Death Stranding sequel was happening because the game was released, it was celebrated, it was winning awards, and he had said something like, "Just started part 2 of that." So he was just all like, "Yeah, just started part 2." So he just threw that out there like, "Yeah, this is what we're already doing." So, no telling when that's gonna be coming out though, because I
Who
mean,
has
Kojima has he's got a great thing of he releases his shit when he's ready to release his shit, and it shows. So he takes his
Yeah,
time. He takes his time with his I've rarely come in contact with any Kojima game that's been like shit because they had to get it out real quick. Because they don't. They do not come out that quick. I think the
yeah,
only game that
absolutely.
came out that was shit was that Metal Gear
Choose
PvP
your words.
game.
Oh, okay. He had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, and I was gonna say he had nothing to do with that game at all, period.
Yeah.
That was just something that they forced out there
Um,
into the world. So
his stuff does not need patches like other games do.
right. They're done. They're fucking done
Yeah.
games and they're solid games, each and every single one of
Maybe,
them.
like, once in a while, like a update or something,
Yeah.
but, like, game-breaking bugs, I not really, hardly anything at all. Oh,
Um,
sorry.
yeah, so I'm probably gonna be doing a deep dive into his Metal Gear series. I don't think we're gonna play
Mm.
him on the channel, but I'll probably find like a YouTube video. I think I found a YouTube video that dives into the Metal Gear series. I think the video is like 8 hours long, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it.
it's
Like that.
it's
Did you watch
beautiful.
the God of War video that I sent you? Because we're not playing it anymore on the channel until
No, not yet.
Ragnarok comes out.
I have been out of commission.
Yeah. Um.
Um, but it's like with,
So
like, the Legacy of Kain
I watched the whole
videos.
thing on that. I
Yeah,
watched the
like,
whole
oh,
dive on the
dude,
Legacy of
I
Kain series.
love lore videos so much.
Yeah.
Lore is so good.
Yeah. They
Metal
are
Gear Solid so you don't really know very much about it, do you? Metal Gear
about Metal
Solid.
Gear Solid. I understand, and like I've said before on the show, that Decoy Octopus is the main villain of Metal Gear Solid, and I will go to my
Okay.
grave. It'll be on my grave. Here lies Tofu
Decoy
Ribs.
Octopus.
Here lies Decoy Octopus.
It was me, Austin.
Question mark.
Oh, boy.
Go
Yeah.
to my
It's,
grave with that. I know some
it's
things because I played a little bit of one. Well, I played a little bit of the NES version, which I think I was wanting to do an NES playthrough with you, or at least a one shot with you, on the channel. And then I played a little bit of the, I guess, the PlayStation version, uh,
okay.
with Psycho Mantis and everything like that.
Mhm.
Then I played a good bit of Sons of Liberty, right? Sons of Liberty. That's the second one, right?
Second one, yes.
With Raiden on the big tanker ship
Yeah.
and everything like that. I played a whole lot of that one. I don't think I ever beat it. I played a good amount of Snake Eater. I never beat the game. Um, Played a good amount of Snake Eater, and I didn't touch 4 or 5.
4
So,
is a cinematic experience, I'll tell you that.
something Patriots or something like that,
Yes.
and then 5
And
was the
5
Phantom Pain.
5 is, like, the exact opposite.
Yeah, because that was like an open
5
world. I played a little bit of that one. I'm sorry, I played a little bit of that one.
5 is a barrel of fun.
Yeah, yeah, I
It's
just
so
never
fun. They're all really fun,
saw.
you know?
Um, Dude, you know what? I'm gonna segue because you talk about cinematic experience.
Mm.
Um, this came out a few days
Scentbird.
ago.
Oh.
Scentbird.com. Um, and
Our
I
new
haven't watched it
fragrance.
yet. But you watched it.
Our new fragrance.
That was the new trailer
Bird popcorn.
for Prey, right? Um,
Yes. You see him at the very beginning. He's humongous.
Yeah, that's a, I forget it. That's a basketball player or something.
Something like that.
It's a primitive one.
Yeah.
Okay, they're showing a little bit more of them. Okay, okay. August 5th. Awesome. That was just a little snippet, huh? I guess this is the same trailer, huh?
I think that was like
Yeah,
the
here's our
first
guy
one.
fighting the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, okay. So we just kind of got a little sneak peek of like what he looks like. Okay. I'm
Oh,
down for it.
dude. Oh man.
I'm down for it. And like I said, I'm gonna watch this in the Native American language.
I feel like I will too. My first one.
My only thing that's gonna suck is that I want that movie. Like I want that movie. I want to own that. I
Mm.
don't want to um well, I'll stream it, of course, but I want to own that. Like I want it to physically come out. A lot of times when these cool movies that come out to the streaming services only to those platforms, they do not get physical. And you know me, you can tell by all the shit in my room, I like physical releases of things. I like
So
being able to hold it.
according to Blu-ray.com, it says a Blu-ray release is expected to be announced later this year.
Okay. I would hope
So
so.
that would be
It can't be that hard, right? To well, I guess they're gonna wait to see the pool that the movie has, probably. They're gonna look at their analytics and be like, okay, people really liked watching this on the streaming. Let's release it to everybody. I guess that's how they'll do it. Hmm. I hope. I hope so. Well,
I'm all about it.
that looks pretty cool though. I like the primitive look. I like, that's pretty cool. He's still got his alien upgrade stuff, but he's still it's not as super duper awesome like we got to see in Predator 2. Um this also came out and this
Oh
is
yeah.
Halloween Inn. The trailer just dropped for today or yesterday, which is the third installment of the would you call it reboot?
I,
You wouldn't call it a reboot.
I don't want to call it a reboot.
And you can not it's not a remake because
No.
it's literally taking place after the first ever Halloween. So,
Hmm. I conti- hmm.
yeah, a third in a new trilogy, put it like that.
There you
Um,
go.
better than the Ray, version of but it looks like they're finally going to end the story one way or another. Either she's gonna die or he's gonna.
Do you think they will?
Well, they already killed her off in the other movies. Ooh, hand down the grinder. Yeah.
She said no.
Yeah. So before they did these movies, and these movies wiped out all the previous ones, October 14th, by the way. Before they knocked out everything else, um, they did kill her off. Uh, and no one liked it because they killed her off at the very beginning of the movies, and no one liked that. I think that was the same one when what was his name? Buster Rhymes was in it, and he like did karate on him. I can't remember. Like Hollywood H2O, I think it was when they did like anyway. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty freaking sweet. And we are coming up on the hour. Um, thank you everybody that joined us for tonight's episode of Front Row Ruckus Podcast, episode 12. You look like you
Looking
got
for
something on your
Sarah
mind.
Connor. Looking for Sarah Connor.
We were all over the place. I like that we talked about books for like a good 15 minutes.
I did.
um,
Maybe I might read. Hold on.
uh oh, uh oh. What's he going for? What that dog doing? Get there, boy.
Conan
Oh, okay.
the
First
Magnificent.
publication in any form. The
Trust me,
Magnificent.
it's not worth very much.
I know,
That's how
I
much
know.
it was. That's how much it was worth.
$1.50,
Buck fifty. $1.50.
$150.
$150.
No,
But
man. No, why not?
yeah, there's a whole bunch of these. There's so many Conan books. I never realized how many there were. Um, and I guess, like it says on here, that Robert Jordan is like the best Conan author out there.
Really?
So there's nobody. It said nobody alive creates Conan better than Robert Jordan.
Alright,
So
alright. What's
we'll
gotten you
see.
into this Conan kick, dude?
Well,
'Cause, like, it seems like every time we're talking now, you're, like, all up on Conan.
it's a good philosophy on life, you know,
To crush your enemies,
crush your
see them
enemies
driven before him at you, and
and
hear the
hear the
lamentations of their women.
lamentations of their women. Yes. Um,
Not really.
it's what's best in life. That's what
Well,
I've
that's
heard.
pretty cool, dude. Because actually, because something that just came out not too long ago, within about a couple weeks, I think, they released on the 4K a steelbook version of Red Sonja, and I've been thinking about
Ooh,
that, because that's also got Conan in it. That's you know, um, but because I think she appeared in the second Conan movie. I think Red
I think
Sonja
it
was
was
in
the
the
second
second
one.
one. I think it was the one where he fights the monster with all the mirrors around him,
Uh,
and he's gotta break the mirrors in order to damage it. I think she was
dude,
in
the
that
second
one.
one was so good. It was
The
so good.
they were all good, dude. They were all
The
good.
second one, okay, sorry, yes, but the second one was very much more fantasy than the first one.
Oh, yeah, it really was. The first one
So
was a
crazy.
revenge flick.
Yeah.
It was basically a revenge flick, that was it.
And
Uh,
then the second one was like more of like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of
yeah, Dungeons& and Dragons campaign. Yeah, it really, really,
fantasy
really was.
adventure. It was so cool.
Um,
Um,
that's how Red
yeah.
Sonja felt. So, I mean, yeah. Almost like those old school swords and sandals movies from back in the day, like Jason and the Argonauts and things like that. Those old like claymation Ray Harryhausen type films, you know?
I I need to watch The Northman as well.
I need to watch that as well too.
Um,
Have not seen it.
I don't know why I haven't seen it. Like, it
Dude, I ain't even
looks
seen the
really
new
good.
Ghostbusters. I ain't never seen the new Ghostbusters, but I did watch Top Gun finally, the
Isn't
first
that the
Top
one
Gun
with
movie.
with the kids from Stranger Things? Aren't they in the Ghostbusters?
It's got one of them. I think one of them
Oh,
did.
it's got one of them. Will?
Finn.
Finn?
Yeah.
Jake?
State Farm.
You're in good hands. Speaking of good hands, we will leave you guys in good hands for the rest of the week. Seize the day. Drink plenty of water. It's a hot one out there
Yes.
everywhere in the United
Yes.
States.
I took my motorcycle
Please.
to work on Monday,
That was a
got
horrible
on it
idea.
to leave, and it was like 110 degrees. I was sweating so bad, I immediately took it back over to Derek's house, put it in the garage, and I grabbed my truck. I was like, "This is why we invented AC, is
Yeah,
because fuck this."
it's tough. Plus, like, my cooling fans on my car went out, so I don't have AC at all in my car right now.
Hmm, I just
And
wouldn't
it's
leave
like,
the house.
yeah, you know,
No reason to anymore.
there's no reason to do anything.
So once again,
Um,
take us out, Leon. Tell them
join
where
us
they can find us, everything like that.
join us next week. We will be talking about a game dedicated to cats and another game talking about samurais. Not mixed together.
So cool.
Cat Samurai?
Cat
Is
Samurai.
there a show?
Yeah, Samurai Pizza Cats.
Next week we're gonna talk about a game about samurais, a game about cats, and then Samurai Pizza Jack.
Samurai Pizza Cats.
Oh, Samurai Pizza Cats.
Yes. I thought you were gonna say we're
And
gonna talk about a game that had cats, a game that has samurai, and we'll be fucking eating pizza at the same time.
oh, we're there. Wait, is this just Sonic? Is this just Okay, we got some stuff to look up.
I like for anybody watching just seeing your face of I'm guessing for the first time seeing what samurai pizza cats are.
Yes. So it
That
looks
was a
like
thing.
Sonic. It's basically Sonic the Hedgehog
The cartoon, yeah, it came out a long time ago. Um,
because you got a blue one, you got a red one, and then you got a yellow one.
yep, yes, sir.
All right. Well,
Maybe
please give us a follow on YouTube. You know, we're on everything. Front Row Ruckus. You know the drill. Stitcher, wherever you get your beautiful podcast from. We're there. Tim does a lot of hard work when he's putting them episodes out. He's edits them and does all the good stuff to it. Give him a shout out. Um, Facebook. We're here on Facebook all the time. We got videos coming out basically every day. I got my Silent Hill coming out on Tuesdays, which I might be doubling up with another game. Um, you'll probably be getting 40 or 50 Vampire Survivor videos as well. Um, um, Tim, I don't know if you're muted or not.
no, I'm good. I'm letting you
Oh,
take
okay.
over, bro. I'm letting you take over.
Oh,
I'm letting you
okay.
do it.
Okay.
I'm just watching my little Brussels sprout go here.
Oh, your little Brussels sprout. Speaking of Brussels sprouts, we got another episode of Cooking Companions coming out. This one was a fun one. It's a great game.
The long one.
Uh,
This one was a
it's a long
long one. We
it's a long
thought
booger.
we thought we were done several times, and it just kept going.
We thought we were watching Return of the King, but we were watching Return of the King Extended Edition.
Exactly.
Yeah. Um, we got a podcast on Wednesdays. We got videos, crazy videos coming out all the time. Pretty much every day of the week, except for the weekends, which is when we're making more videos for you guys. If there's any videos, any games that you guys want to see us play, just give us a shout out. We'll see what we got. Could probably swing something by, even if it's like a indie game or anything really.
Yep.
But
Expect some more visual novels coming your way from us. I like doing
yes,
them. I think it's
it
fun.
was it was so fun.
It gives us a chance to redeem. You weren't in that video game that we voiced, were you? You weren't
Are
in
you
that
able to
visual novel.
are you able to say this
Yeah, Taishio
game?
Alice. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was in it.
You were in it. You did a voice in it too.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you were or not. It bombed hard
Oh, it did.
because of the fact that because apparently it's a good idea to when a visual novel that people want to come out and they want to hear the Japanese voice. Apparently, it's a good idea to not include the Japanese voices and only have American voices and no way to switch between the two to get the version that people actually want and then have your American version as a side bit that they can go to if they wanted to. Um, we won't get into that. You can tell I got a chip on my shoulder, the whole fucking thing. But
It's
it's fun to actually
yeah,
get a chance to look at characters and try to find voices for characters and things like that. So we might have some more visual novels coming out that are gonna be fun. So
I liked it.
definitely check all those out. And thank you so much for sticking around with us for this episode 12 of Front Row Ruckus. We are still trying to procure a voice actor by the name of Mr. Bill Butts um, to come on the show. So anybody who's listening, that's his name. He has a Facebook. Bug him and tell him he needs to come on the Front Row Ruckus podcast. He's been on it before, not the podcast. He's been on the show whenever we did the movie reviews and made fun of animes and things like that. He was on it. So he knows we're here. He's gonna get
Oh
messages
yeah.
from people we don't even know. What the fuck is this?
What the fuck are you guys
And I'll
doing?
just send him a picture of me going like this. That's it. So, but thank you so much for all
Well,
watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time on
next time
Front Row Ruckus.
on the Baker's Dozen episode.
Hoo-hoo with the baker's dozen. All right.
The
Good night,
baker's
yo.
dozen. Good night, guys.